AgWest Bio reached out to Smart Paddock to participate in their Baughman's Innovation Series. And, I was very happy to participate. This is a good opportunity for Smart Paddock to reach out into that market and start to get some information about what's going on in the cattle industry in Canada.
When a company doesn't advertise and it's being pushed through word of mouth by their customers, that's when you know you've got something special, right? That's when you know you've got their attention.
So I started Smart Paddock about 3 years ago after discussion with a high school friend of mine in Alberta, and he had cattle. And I was visiting him at the time, and I was telling him I was building a GPS fleet management system for golf carts. And after mentioning this to him, he said, it'd be really nice if we could GPS track his cattle. They're up 24/7, monitoring these animals. So if they could have GPS trackers on them, that'd just make their lives so much easier. And in Australia, they have very large or remote pastures, and it gets very difficult to keep track or locate the herds. And the value of livestock is very high right now, especially in Australia. So they don't want to leave a single animal behind.
The AgWest Baughman's Innovation Series was a partnership between AgWest Bio and Innovation Place. So the aim really there was to introduce some of the most cutting-edge solutions and kind of innovative tools to growers and food producers and manufacturers and farmers within the province and in Western Canada. And the aim is to show them what else is going on around the world, what solutions are being embraced, what solutions have already shown to be valuable, with the ultimate goal to make our ecosystem, our growers, our manufacturers in those sectors that much more competitive.
That next generation is really going to be jumping on this and looking for this to be deployed on their farms to make their lives easier. That's what's really driving us on our feature development is, this is what they're asking for, so that is what we're going to continue to develop for features.
Voyages is a program that we launched this past year. There's all these companies outside of Canada, US, North America, with some great innovation that has a specific role and massive potential here within these markets. So what we did is we said, okay, let's go and find these companies that we think have this potential, and then how do we bring them here, and then have a very tailored approach where they can be here for weeks or months, and then we very much set up meetings. So if you need to be here to meet with producers, if you need to meet with toll manufacturers, regulatory agencies, investors, everything in between, we work with each of these companies very much hand in hand before they get here, and then when they're here, it's a very kind of efficient use of time, very targeted.
We're seeing how we can set up a more permanent presence in Canada, to really hit this customer base and give them that local support that they want, and getting that advice on the process to set up an office, to hire local representatives, is really key to accelerate our expansion into this market.